I've been teaching for, this is the beginning of my 11th year in District 33. It was fun to be in 2 different schools to meet more students, but I love teaching in the middle school, and I love the age group, and I love having the same students all the time for three semesters. Yes, I do. It's kind of hard to be new and not know everything right away, because I knew, of course, everything in the elementary schools, but I'm catching on pretty quickly. I would say I'm a pretty multifaceted person, and there's a lot of things I'm interested in, but I knew I always liked art. So when you have to make that decision and you're going to college, I thought I'm going to pursue art because I know I love it. I would have liked to have been a veterinarian because I love animals and I would have liked to have been able to help them. But chemistry and I were not best friends in high school, and I thought it was a little challenging, and that might be what sort of deterred me from the sciences. You know, the one we're doing right now is one of my favorite ones. We're using a Russian artist named Sergei Cherep, who did many beautiful landscapes, and typically this assignment always turns out wonderfully. And I personally like him as an artist, and I love his choice of color, and it would probably be one of my favorites. I first worked at a men's clothing store in a mall when I was 16, and I would say I've kind of been working ever since. I think it goes back to me saying I'm pretty multifaceted because I worked in the business world also. So it wasn't like this light turned on and it was, okay, you're going to do art, and this is just conclusive. Originally, I wanted to do art therapy, which involved helping people that had issues in their lives, and you did it through the therapy of doing art. But you had to commit to 6 years of college, and I wasn't sure about that, and so I switched to art education to be an art teacher. Well, if there wasn't any art, I think it'd be a pretty boring place. And I do think that art accents almost every aspect of life. And if you, for example, walked into a room and there was nothing on the walls, that room would not be as nice as a room that had some fabulous pieces of art on it. Changing the world, boy, heavy-duty question. Making people see people for who they are and all people being the same, and simply caring about people the same way you would want to be cared about, and that I would remove hate. I have 3 children. In the past, they were all sort of varsity sports, so I spent many years on a soccer field, or at the sideline of a soccer field, at a football field, and at a basketball court, and in track meets. So I did a lot with sports, and then now I presently have 3 fabulous grandchildren. So I can't wait for summers at some time because I love to be with my little grandsons that are 19 months old and totally fun. And there's 2 of them. And when I had children, I didn't have 2 at the same time at the same age. And then I just had a little granddaughter born, so I'm excited to be with her as much as I can be with her. So that's my free time. I also was able to go to Europe this past year, and I got to go to the National Gallery in London, and so one of the things that is a lifelong goal of mine is to visit as many art museums as I can. Vincent van Gogh is one of my favorites, and so I would like to go to his own personal museum in his country, and whether I get there or not anytime soon, I'm not sure, but I will be able to go to the Louvre this next year, and that's in Paris, and I'm so excited to see the famous paintings that are there.